Welcome to the Enchanted Ears podcast,
where we discuss anything and everything Disney.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Joe, and on today's episode, Angela's in the hot seat for the movie quizzes.
I don't know, I was trying to do something with the seat being hot.
Because Angela, you embarrassed me a few weeks ago, episode 298 in the movie quizzes, and you know what people say. Revenge is a dish best served on a podcast, quizzing your wife on movie quizzes.
I think that's not how that ends.
I'm pretty sure that is exactly how it ends. So cool. I picked some of the hardest movie quotes I could find because...
I hope not.
Because you embarrassed me last time in that everybody said, Joe, I got them all right. How did you not get any of these right? So I needed to make sure that I came out strong.
Just remember that I gave you ones that were actually gettable, though. I gave you thematic and... like thematically tied from major Disney films.
I think I followed that. I think I followed thematic, and they all are technically from Disney films.
Oh goodness!
So
I heard that technically there.
You never know. So we'll get into that in a minute.
Die Hard quote or something.
Get into that in a minute. I want to cover a couple pieces of Disney news. I feel like there hasn't been a ton of Disney news lately. I don't know if you felt this. Like I feel like a month ago there was like a ton of new stuff coming out. I feel like Disney's been pretty quiet. I think they are probably saving things for D23 in terms of the parks. But over at Disneyland, a couple things. We have Fantasmic returning. It returned this past weekend for Memorial Day. Maleficent, the dragon, famously caught on fire. I don't know, a year ago now, maybe? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Shortly before our trip to Disneyland, because I feel like every time we go to Disneyland, one of the nighttime shows is closed.
Yeah, there's something that we can't quite experience, so that we have to go back a million more times.
Yeah, I think it took us, 3 visits to see World of Color.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it was closed, and then, Fantasmic wasn't there because it, I really do feel like it was like a month before we went that this happened.
At least we do have a Fantasmic over at Disney World, but it was different and would have been cool to see it with the dragon.
We hear it's very different. Like our friends that go to Disneyland a lot are like, it's completely different. And it is a different, it's in Disneyland. Like it's on the rivers of America. Like it's a completely different feel. So it is now back. So that is exciting. So next time we go to Disneyland, who knows though, something else probably crazy will happen. But we have a chance to see it. So that's pretty exciting that that's back there. Disneyland also announced that they're having a Matterhorn Dole Whip, which this is a coconut pineapple Dole Whip topped with coconut shavings and silver and blue edible glitter in a Matterhorn cup.
Nope. I'm out. You said
it's too much coconut for you.
Shavings, and that's where I got out. I wonder if any other listeners shoot us a message if coconut shavings is something that just like gives you the ick. Like texturally.
You're not a big coconut person.
Yeah, like I can do I like coconut flavoring. I like coconut like juice or coconut milk or coconut water is fine. I love pina coladas, but not if you put the flakes on it. I am so out.
Yeah, and I think they're adding the flakes to make it like snow topped.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the only reason it's Matterhorn themed, because it does not look like the Matterhorn in any way. It's in a Matterhorn cup. I think it's just an easy way to say, hey, it's a Matterhorn Dole Whip, so that people go buy it. The best Dole Whip is still Dole Whip Swirl.
Yeah,
you get vanilla and Dole Whip, which they don't have at Disneyland.
Right. So I love Dole Whip, but it is so sharp and like kind of acidic because it's got that really strong pineapple taste that if you cut it with that, it's kind of like strawberries and cream, although strawberries don't have like that super crazy, like strong flavor like pineapple does. But you cut it with that cream and then it is just chef's kiss, so good.
But I just don't know why Disneyland doesn't serve that. You can only get that at Walt Disney World.
Do you think
that's one knock against Disneyland?
Maybe we are in the minority here, and nobody else finds that to be that delicious of a combination.
Let us know if we're crazy, but I think it's the best Dole Whip.
I agree.
So, but a new flavor again. I think lightly Matterhorn. I think they're just using that to try to sell.
It's blue too, isn't it?
Yeah, they have it says blue and silver glitter. I mean, I think they're really just trying to sell coconut Dole Whip, and they're like, let's just call it the Matterhorn so people buy it. So whatever. All right, that's it for news. Again, not much news going on, I feel like, in the world of Disney. Some stuff I'm sure soon will be coming up, but we'll see. All right, so let's get into this, because after the last episode, again, when I was just absolutely embarrassed, I don't know if I maybe got like 2 or 3 right. That was about it. It was not a lot.
I don't remember.
But I immediately after that started researching quotes to try to find the most challenging quotes to make sure that I could embarrass you in a way so you knew how it felt to be me sitting here getting all of the quotes wrong. And I really hope that all of the listeners and everybody at home get them all right, and then they reach out to you and they go, Angela, how did you not know those quotes? Because it feels easy. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you're saying the quotes, it feels easy. But when you're in the hot seat, it's not.
I'm calm as a cucumber over here.
I mean, I'm just... All right. I have 10 quotes for you.
Okay.
Okay? So same way you did it for me, 2 points per quote. You get a point if you can name the movie, a point if you can name the character. Okay?
Sounds good.
Easy enough. The first quote is, ka-chow.
Are you for real?
That is the first quote. Is that too difficult for you?
I mean, it's from Cars, probably Cars 2, probably Cars 3. It's probably in every single Cars movie. So
Okay.
And that's Lightning McQueen.
That's very good. You got both points because I literally wrote down here Lightning McQueen, Cars 1, 2, and 3. So if you did not say all 3 of them, I was going to say incorrect. Very
also,
good.
Owen Wilson voices him.
Oh, now you're just showing off. So yes, you did get the first one right. I will say that one was a bit of a joke. That one was super easy. I wanted to have like a high build up. They get infinitely more difficult from here.
Infinitely
more difficult.
Oh boy.
All right. I am actually curious to see if like how many of these you can actually get right.
Okay.
Because I think these are tricky. I think I honestly probably would get done with these.
So I want to know though, are these tricky? And you know, I'm air quoting that because you wouldn't be able to get them because you don't know the movies as well, or are they actually tricky? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see.
I believe you have seen, there might be one movie you have not seen.
Well, that's rude.
But I'm not 100% sure. I think you've seen it, but I'm not sure. But every other one you've definitely seen.
Okay.
All right, so moving on to your second one. Your second quote is, ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them. I love this quote. It's a cool quote.
Wow. Okay. So
see, it's tricky. It's tricky over being in the hot seat.
Yeah. So I kind of would like to almost get in the realm of where that is. Is this animated or is this live action? Because I feel like...
You want a hint?
Yeah, I feel like this one... I feel like I need to know if this is just... If this is like a Marvel quote or if this is a... Oh,
No, it's Disney. It is animated Disney. I will give you a hint in that it is like classic. It's older Disney.
Oh, okay.
It is a movie you have seen, though.
Oh.
I will read the quote one more time. Ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them.
Classic Disney. Wow. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say Cinderella, and this is Fairy Godmother. She's really feeling aggressive.
So they're fighting people in Cinderella. No, this is actually from the Aristocats, and this is Marie from the Aristocats.
I can see that. She's sassy. Okay.
Yeah, so they are not fighting in Cinderella, but that's Marie. All right.
So you're gonna
No
pick.
points there.
So you're gonna pick all movies I've seen one time.
No.
Okay.
No, but again, you've seen it though.
Yes. Okay.
I think that's a cool quote. When I read that, I think that's a cool quote.
Yeah.
All right.
That kind of sounds like it could be like a Captain Marvel quote or.
Yeah, it could be. You're right. It could be Captain Marvel.
Actually, you know who I could also see like Ms. Marvel, even though we're not doing that. Like I could see her coming out with a quote like that. So yeah, that's a cool
very
quote.
true. What are you talking about? Miss Marvel's been in a Disney movie.
That is true. The Marvels.
Hold on, I need to change one of my quotes now. All right. Okay. The next one is, the only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability.
Oh gosh. All right, this is harder than I thought because these are all ones that like they feel like their brain scratchers.
Yeah, and they are somewhat thematic. I mean, this is a theme of the movie to a certain extent.
Yeah, if I had to take a quick guess here, I think I would guess elemental.
I will say,
Call back.
I did not pick elemental at all because I was so embarrassed by guessing elemental way too many times.
If you guys didn't see that, make sure you go and listen to that episode because Joe may or may not have guessed elemental for
Far too often, except when it mattered.
Yes, exactly. So say this one more time.
The only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability.
I mean, this to me very much sounds like an Up quote.
Okay.
And I'm guessing it would be Carl.
It's great reasoning.
And it's not
great
that.
logic. It is wrong completely. This is Remy, and we were looking for via voiceover as well for full credit from Ratatouille. So this is from the end of Ratatouille when he's doing like the voiceover, and it's like the montage of all of the rats living happily ever after.
I mean, I wouldn't say that that's really that thematic.
Well, yeah,
for Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. It's all about unpredictability. I mean, it's a rat that can cook. Who would have predicted that?
I mean, I'd say that the theme of that movie is stronger though, to not like judge a book by its cover or like give people a chance or.
And that you just don't know what's going to happen in life. Like you never know what's going to happen. A rat could learn how to cook. All right.
Anybody could cook.
You are you're lucky you had Ka-chow because you're not looking too hot now. All right.
Whatever.
All right, your next quote is, if you'd lost all of your faith, I couldn't be here. And here I am.
I feel like you said that not at all how they said it.
Probably not. Probably not. If you'd lost all of your faith, I couldn't be here. And here I am. So talking about, if you didn't believe, I wouldn't be able to be here, but I'm here. So you obviously still have faith. You obviously still believe. So thinking magic, you know what I'm saying? Like something, belief in some sort of creature that, functions on belief, magic, faith.
Is this a Peter Pan quote? Like a Tinkerbell?
It's not Peter Pan, but you're kind of in the right ballpark with Tinkerbell. What is Tinkerbell? I'm gonna help you out here.
She's a fairy.
A fairy. Okay, good. So you're kind of in the right ballpark with fairies. So let's name some other famous fairies.
The blue fairy.
Not the blue fairy.
Fairy godmother.
Very good. This is
Cinderella.
This is fairy godmother and Cinderella.
Okay, what my just like guess before you started giving me hints was gonna be Wish. I thought this was a Wish quote.
Okay.
Thought you pulled that one out.
Nope. Okay, so no points for that because I basically had to walk you through that.
Yeah,
entire
you walked
thing.
me through that one.
Not looking good. I think this one, I think we can get back on track. I think these next couple, I really do think that you can get some points. That was a tough couple questions, but I think you can turn it around here. I believe.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad I didn't get. Like, I used to like Cinderella a lot. Like, I've seen Cinderella a few times, a lot when I was younger, and then recently we.
That was the one I wasn't sure. I thought you'd seen it, but that was the one I wasn't sure if you'd actually seen.
Yeah, that was I think the only.
So you've definitely seen all the other ones.
Like growing up, besides like The Lion King, I know I had Cinderella on VHS, and I know I watched it a couple times. So that was in the rotation with Lion King.
Could you please explain what a VHS is for our younger listeners?
So yeah, it's
because we were like, I feel like if we were born like 4 years later, 5 years later, we probably would not know what a VHS is.
No way. I swear I was still watching VHSs when I was like 8, 9. I feel like
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like 5 years, like you would have been like 3. You know what I'm saying? By the time you were 5 or 6 and you could remember what was happening, it would have been DVDs.
So it's a DVD, except for it's not flat. It's big and chunky, and it's like yay big, and you have to rewind it, and it has a tape inside. You have to rewind it in order to go back to the beginning. So once you watch the whole movie, you have to go back and there's a rewind feature, and it takes a couple minutes to do.
Now, could you do me a favor, though? Could you please explain what DVDs are for our younger listeners? It's insane. It's insane. Nothing exists anymore. It's all streaming. If you don't go click on your TV,
exists.
it doesn't exist anymore. Okay. All right, moving on. I really do think you can get these next couple ones. All right, the next one is I never look back, darling. It distracts me from the now. And there's a big
I know who this is.
Okay.
So if the word darling wasn't in there, I would have had no clue. But I think that's an Edna Mode quote from Incredibles.
It is. Very good.
Okay. Because I could hear her like, darling. Like how she talks.
Legendary Edna Mode quote. I never look back. It distracts me from the now. Perfect.
I would have not known that, though, if the word darling wasn't in it.
There? I helped you out a little bit. All right, 4 points.
Yeah.
So 5 questions, potential 10 points. You have 4. You're doing about as good as me, so I'm feeling better about how well I did last time.
I didn't give you any Aristocats quotes. I'm just going to throw that out there.
You did not. You gave me 17 quotes that all sounded like they came from Elemental.
No, I didn't.
Except the one that did, and it did not sound like it came from Elemental. All right.
Yes, it did. She's talking about being lit up and water and drowning. I mean, literally all of the words having to do with Elemental.
I still contend water can't drown. I'm just saying. Water can't drown. All right.
It's more just the beauty of the words.
Okay. The next quote is, "That's no moon."
That's a Star Wars quote. That's a Star Wars. They're talking about the Death Star.
Very good. I would say you're going to lose some friends if you didn't know. Star Wars.
I know I literally. So it's from the original 3 movies. It's about the Death Star. I don't know which movie. I think this is this Han Solo who says this? I'm not sure who says this quote though. I know that's gonna not be very good.
Do you have a movie? Have you decided on?
Can I just get the
one?
Original Star Wars trilogy?
You have to pick one of them. There's 3 movies.
Which one's the one where the Death Star shows up? Is it the second one? Because do they destroy it in the first one or the second one?
You tell me.
And then they rebuild it. I feel like they destroy it, but I feel like they destroy it in the first one. Oh no.
What's the name of the first one?
A New Hope.
Very good. It is from A New Hope. You got that. So who said it? Because I'm going to tell you this. I know this quote. I've heard this quote before. I thought I knew who said it, but I did not.
So I didn't already say this person's name.
I don't know. I'm not telling you. Who do you think said this? This is A New Hope, though.
I'm just gonna stick with my guess. I'm gonna say it's Han Solo. It's a Han Solo.
That's who I thought said it. It is not. Obi-Wan is actually the one that said it.
Obi-Wan Kenobi says it.
Yeah,
okay.
He's actually the one that says this. I watched the clip.
He's the one who says this?
Yeah. I watched the clip because I like you, I thought it was a Han Solo quote. He's talking to Han, but Obi-Wan is the one that actually says it. So
okay.
1 point there. So 5 points.
I don't feel so bad. I feel like that's where you topped out. Is it 5? So
I don't even remember.
I feel like you were right around 5.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next quote here. This is another one I think you can get. "I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day."
Oh no.
Oh, I thought this one would be an easy one.
Oh no. I actually have no idea who says this. I know this quote and I've seen this and I feel like I just is this Megara from Hercules?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. It is Meg from Hercules.
Okay.
2 points. See, you're cruising now.
It's been a minute since I've seen that one.
Up to 7 points cruising. All right. The next one here is "Nothing's more important than family."
Oh jeez. I think whenever I was researching this, I ran across this quote. It's an Encanto quote. I feel like.
And who said it from Encanto?
Is her name Abuela? Like grandma.
Oh, grandma?
Yeah.
No. Not even the right movie. It is from Coco.
Okay.
And I would have taken 2 characters as correct, either Miguel or Hector, because I kind of saw the quote attributed to both of them.
Well, you have to rewatch the entire movie to find it out.
From the clips, I kind of saw both of them. So I'm not
Well, maybe they
100%
both say
sure.
it.
Yeah, who said it. So I would have accepted Miguel or Hector. But that was a good guess with Encanto because of family.
Yeah. Well, and it seems
similar
like
themes.
yeah, it seems like something that the grandma would say. Although that's arguable because she kind of pushed her family away.
Because she's the villain of the movie.
She is.
All right, this next one is probably my favorite quote on the list. I don't think you're going to get this.
Great.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to exit the donut.
Isn't that a Marvel quote? I feel like it's a Marvel. It's from one of the Marvel movies.
Okay. There's only about 26 of them.
87 of them.
Not 87, not quite that many.
There's
but
so many. I don't even remember which one would have had a donut in it. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna pivot.
Okay.
I'm gonna pivot. This is Judy Hopps from Zootopia.
What a pivot! You should have stuck with Marvel.
What?
Do
Do you remember that scene though? Isn't there a big donut that almost crushes Sir Weaselton?
The funny thing is,
I would have never gotten the movie though, so it doesn't even matter.
I'm fairly certain that you've seen this movie multiple times. This is Iron Man 2. Because I feel like you had the digital download of this, and didn't you watch this all the time?
Yeah, it used to be one of my gym movies. So we had a digital download, so we had that one and a couple other movies. So I used to watch it when I was bored because
You've seen this more than I have.
Yeah, I probably have seen Iron Man.
This is when Iron Man...
And I remember none of it.
Yeah, this is when Iron Man is sitting in the donut in the Iron Man suit, and Nick Fury says that to Iron Man. He says, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to exit the donut."
Yeah, I would never have ever in a million years guessed that.
One of my favorite quotes. I love it. You're on to your 10th quote. So you got, you were at 7, and then you just kind of fell apart again. So this is...
I really want to recon that and say that was really a Judy Hopps quote, though, because that would have been so good.
That would have been like a really good pivot. Like if you're like, oh, it's Marvel. I actually thought you were going to get it. When you're like, I think this is a Marvel quote, I'm like, oh no, like she's going to remember. She's seen Iron Man 2 100 times.
I have no...
Like, she's gonna remember it. She's going to know it's him. And then you're just like, I'm going to pivot, and it's Zootopia. I
remember none of it. Like, I really don't remember any. I don't remember the main plot points.
That's an iconic scene, though, of Iron Man in the Iron Man suit.
I don't remember him being in the donut at all.
Because that donut, and I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but that is like an actual place, and that's like a famous, like, giant donut on top of a restaurant. Like, it's like a landmark that, like, people know. So, like, it was somewhat famous that way, and then it was just a cool kind of visual with Tony Stark sitting in the Iron Man suit. I think he had sunglasses on. You would think, for somebody that's seen the movie so many times, you would know it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unfortunate.
I'm a poor, unfortunate soul.
That would have been a good quote. Okay. All right. Your next quote is, "I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad." It is weird.
Is this Wreck-It Ralph?
Okay.
Like, I feel like this is Wreck-It. This is Ralph.
Do you want to pivot?
No,
okay.
I think this is Ralph, and I'm assuming. See, I don't know which one of the two movies it was. I'm gonna go with it. It's probably Wreck-It Ralph, like the first one.
Yep.
But I think this is like him accepting himself.
Very good. You're correct.
Okay. Whoa.
I was gonna say that's very good that you got that. I was just about to say, like, it is so weird being on this side, having all the answers. I'm like, these are so easy. How could you not get that? But you did get it. So very good. Ended up with 9 points there.
I think that was respectable.
That is 45% correct. You didn't even get 50% correct.
45% correct more than you.
It is. I do have a bonus point, though.
Is it like mine?
I have a couple. Oh, you know what? We have a couple bonus ones.
Okay, good.
All right, so here's a bonus quote. "Open different doors. You may find a you there that you never knew was yours." Who said that? This is for one bonus point, if you can tell me who said that quote. I will read it one more time. "Open different doors. You may find a you there that you never knew was yours."
Oh, geez. Now I have 2 guesses.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to think who is going to be talking about doors.
So talk me through it. Who do you think?
All right. I can't remember. What's the one guy from Doctor Strange that does the portals? What's his name?
Doctor Strange.
No, no, the other guy, like
Wong.
Okay. It sounds like it could be a Wong quote, but it's too poetic. So my next guess is this is a Monsters Inc. quote.
Yep. With the doors.
With the doors.
Yeah. So what are you gonna go with?
Based on your reaction to both of those, it's neither of them.
100%. 100% correct.
Wait, so open different doors.
I will give you a hint.
Hang on. I just say it again. Let me just think it through.
Can I give you a hint though? I'm gonna give you a hint. I'll say it one more time, then I'm gonna give you a hint.
Okay.
Open different doors. You may find a you there that you never knew was yours. This is a quote from a very old Disney movie. That character also played a predominant role in a recent Marvel movie. Key plot point in a recent Marvel movie.
Worse. Honey, I don't remember any Marvel movie anymore. They're
right.
all a jumble.
Any guess?
An old, you said it's an old Disney movie?
Yes, an old Disney movie. Classic Disney movie. Live action.
Live action?
Yeah.
An old live action?
Yes.
Disney movie?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Mary Poppins.
It was Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay. Okay, that's where
technically a very confusing hint.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, you said recent. That was like 25 years ago now.
That's recent. It's more recent.
Can you
than
please
Mary
explain
Poppins.
to all the kids tuned in what
Yondu from Guardians 2. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
No,
everybody knows. All right, everybody knows Mary Poppins. All right.
I don't even think that I bet you a bunch of the listeners weren't even born when that movie came out.
No, that came out in like 2010, 2012. That was like 10 years ago.
Anybody who's like 12 or younger hasn't seen that.
It
was
not
before they were
listening
born.
to us. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not cool enough. All right.
Speak for yourself. I'm cool enough.
This is your last bonus point. It's a finish the quote.
Oh.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Yeah, finish that quote. It's a classic quote, often misquoted.
Enough. Okay, but how is this possible? How is somebody telling somebody that they were killed by somebody when they were dead?
Think about it. Maybe look at your shirt.
Yeah.
For a hint.
Yeah, but okay, what Star Wars movie is it from? Because yeah, it would be a Force ghost. I know. Again, is this one of the original movies?
I mean, this is like the quote from Star Wars.
No, it's not. May the Force be with you. Do or do not. There is no try.
Come on. This is the quote.
I don't know this one.
Oh,
what is this?
Man. All right.
What is it?
So
what is it?
Say
it one more time.
Here we go. So the quote was, he told me enough. He told me you killed him. To finish the quote is, no, I am your father.
Oh.
And it's often misquoted because it's
Luke,
often
I am your father.
Luke, I am your father.
I should have listened to you when you said it's often misquoted because I would have said that.
Yeah, it's no, I am your father. This is Luke and Darth Vader in Empire Strikes Back, the second movie.
I have to watch them all again.
Yeah, so
I think I just watched the first. I just watched A New Hope.
So no bonus points, but I think you did pretty good. You got the ones I thought you would get. You got a couple that I was like, I'm not sure if she'll get these. I think you did. You did solid.
I am relatively happy with my performance. Minus, I do wish I would have thought about that one a little more. I think my brain is just a little fatigued at this point in the day.
It's okay. Yeah, I think you did well. I don't think I embarrassed you enough. Like, I think I need to make them more difficult next time. I think the fact that you got any points is somewhat a little bit frustrating. But I threw Ka-Chow in there. I needed to get that one. But I was hoping after that it was just 0. Big goose eggs. But it was fun.
Yeah, I agreed. I want to know how the listeners did.
I do too. Let us know. You can let us know on Instagram at Enchanted Ears Podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can let us know in the comments. But I definitely feel redeemed. I feel redeemed for my performance last time. And I think that's all that really matters here. And I think that's all that anybody was actually looking for. So I'm very happy with that.
I don't think anybody else cares, but
100%. But that wraps up the show for this week. I want to thank everybody again for listening. If you've not done so, please leave us a rating or a review. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. It really helps, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks for lending us your ears.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you here next Monday.
Bye-bye.